The whirlwinds of revolt will continue to shake the foundations of our nation until the bright day of justice emerges. This quote is by Martin Luther King in his speech, I Have a Dream. For the theme of my digital collage, I chose justice. Justice takes into account all the inalienable inborn rights of all citizens everywhere, all human beings. Someone who believed in justice was Susan B. Anthony. I got this theme from her writings. This is why I included a picture of myself in front of a mural picturing the suffrage activists in New Zealand. New Zealand gave their women the right to vote in 1893. The U.S. didn't give women the right to vote until 1920, and it took a long battle of collaboration, incarceration, etc. Someone else who believed in equal rights was Mandela, who recently passed away. He was incarcerated for 27 years. When he got out of jail, he accomplished something no one believed could be done. He ended the apartheid in South Africa. Martin Luther King is also another example of someone who fought for justice. I share the same birthday with Martin Luther King, which is why I also included a picture of myself on my birthday and a button which I got when I rode the Freedom Train to San Francisco. When I rode the Freedom Train to San Francisco, a lady found out that I had the same birthday as Martin Luther King. The entire train sang Stevie Wonder's version of the Happy Birthday song, Happy Birthday. This is also why I included the song. This song honors Martin Luther King, and it was written because people didn't want to have a holiday devoted to him. Other pictures in my collage represent themes of justice that I've experienced in my life. For example, one is of my special needs uncle at the Special Olympic. I included this picture because he suffered persecution by others at his job. They burned him with lighters and bullied him. Luckily, there were people who could represent him in court, and he was able to quit the job and find another job that believes in a fair working environment for everyone who they employ. Another picture is of me drawing chalk drawings with my cousins. We took in my cousins after the relative who was taking care of them died. When we first moved them out here with us, people in our neighborhood were really mean to them because they weren't used to being around people with a different background. Even though we had a hard time, my memories with them are some of my most loving memories I have. I also have a picture of myself on the island of Waiheke, which is in the Bay of Auckland in New Zealand. I went there to talk to my step-uncle who works in conservation. I believe environmental justice is also an important factor of justice. Just look at an example of the nuclear disaster in Fukushima. Poor environmental planning affected humans and animals, creating massive disrest. The last picture I want to talk about is a picture of me as a child at one of my mom's rugby games. She was able to play rugby because of a policy called Title IX, which says that there can't be any gender discrimination in schools that have federal funding or in their athletic programs. And this is my digital collage on justice.